Welcome back, my awesome people. In today's episode, I will be highlighting a new stock that I opened a position in. But before I go into the details of this stock, do you remember this video? I made this video almost a year ago where I went into detail with both Purpose Investments Ether ETF and Bitcoin ETF. And in this video, I will be highlighting only the Bitcoin ETF because the Ether Yield ETF has given me some amazing returns. And I will be posting a video about the Ether ETF, which is ticker symbol FEETHY, very, very soon to highlight how I'm doing with that stock since I have been holding it for over a year and give you an update on how a year of dividends from that stock has been treating me. And because FEETHY has treated me so well, I believe that this Bitcoin ETF from Purpose Investments will also treat me very, very well. And especially since the crypto market is currently in the major red, why not pick it up while it's low? So if you haven't figured it out yet, I started a new position with the Purpose Investments Bitcoin Yield ETF, ticker symbol BTCY. This is truly my only exposure to Bitcoin as I am not in the game of trading coins, but instead I would rather have a stock or ETF that, hey, why not, exposes me to the Bitcoin crypto while giving me great monthly dividends. Currently, the dividend yield is sitting at about 10+% on a $3-ish stock price as this video was being made. So who can beat that? But then again, it is also a high risk play because it is a cryptocurrency based ETF. And so if Bitcoin slumps, so will this ETF. Purpose Investments has a wide collection of ETFs, and it has the honor of creating the first Bitcoin ETF in the world, as well as one of the largest. It currently holds over 29,260 Bitcoins, and the total assets under management are around $1.7 billion. Last year, a Bitcoin ETF would have been too foreign and confusing for many investors, but now there's a wide selection of ETFs focused not only on Bitcoin, but also the rest of the emerging cryptocurrency sector. Most of these funds offer the same benefit to investors, including exposure to a new asset class with fewer complications, such as facing gas fees, wallets, and etc. And Purpose Investments, the company managing crypto ETFs such as FE and BTCY, wants to add another layer of benefits: passive income. The newly launched Purpose Bitcoin Yield ETF, BTCY, and the Purpose Ether Yield ETF, ETHY, offer exposure to the two most popular cryptocurrencies, as well as providing passive monthly dividends. Like many other risky asset classes, Bitcoin has had a rough year this year. Currently, the largest cryptocurrency by market cap trades around $16,000, a major fall from its high of $68,000. Did you know that identity theft is the fastest growing crime in America? There's a new victim every 14 seconds. And investing in any cryptocurrency requires a lot of your personal information to be shared with different crypto exchanges, crypto gaming platforms, and crypto purchases. Your personal information and identity can be shared and stolen by anyone online and even sold to the dark web. I personally have been a victim of a phishing scam a few months ago. It was an email that looked and sounded exactly like one of my employees, but guess what? It wasn't. I clicked on the link and a few days later, I received various emails from various subscriptions that I subscribed to claiming that I had changed my passwords when I did not. And believe me, this was a scary moment. Thankfully, I had the Aura app, and this saved me big time as the Aura app searched everywhere on the web, including the dark web, for my personal information and was not only able to alert me, but I was able to cancel my subscriptions without any further damage to my personal identity. Those who have had their identity stolen are often shocked when it happens. Imagine trying to log into your email account one day only to see that password had changed hours ago. And then you start getting notification of activity from your bank, credit cards, crypto accounts, etc. That's scary and unfortunately a reality for too many people, including myself. And that's why I am excited to partner with today's sponsor, Aura. Aura is an easy to use app that includes everything that you need to stay safe online. Aura protects you from scammers and hackers by scanning the so-called dark web, where criminals sell stolen information looking for your emails, passwords, and social security numbers. It alerts you fast if it finds anything. They help you fight back against those annoying websites that make your personal information public by automatically requesting removal of your information. This helps reduce robocalls. Aura gives you near real-time alerts on suspicious credit inquiries, like if someone was opening a loan or credit card in your name. Their VPN allows you to stay anonymous online by keeping your browser history and personal information safe and encrypted. And they protect your devices from viruses, malware, spyware, and more, so the bad guys can't break in. Aura even helps you manage what your kids can do on their devices. You can restrict specific apps, set screen time limits, and even set focus times to ensure your child is doing their homework instead of binging YouTube. And their password manager lets you store and access your online passwords securely and conveniently. Maybe you already have an app that does one of these things, but with Aura, you don't have to download and pay for 7 separate apps. Let Aura do the hard work of keeping you safe online. If you sign up right now, Aura will give you a 2-week free trial with my link. You'll be shocked at how much of your private information Aura finds exposed over those 2 weeks. So go to aura.com/Jacob Rant. Again, aura.com/Jacob Rant to start your free trial. Also linked below in the description, or just scan the QR code. However, if you can stomach the volatility, the current low price could be an excellent buying opportunity. Bitcoin's massive fluctuations tend to benefit swing traders who make, a quick buck. However, this ETF allows you to reap the fat dividend yields from the high volatility by selling covered calls. So how does it work? Well, BTCY is a covered call ETF. This is an option strategy where the seller of the call option, like the ETF manager, owns an equal amount of the underlying Bitcoin. The ETF holds a long position on the underlying Bitcoin and sells the right for someone else to buy it at a higher price. And this is called the strike price. And this is good until a certain date, which is the expiry. For that, the ETF earns a cash premium. Generally, the higher the volatility of the underlying asset, the more the premium will be. In this case, Bitcoin is highly volatile, allowing BTCY to earn a large premium from writing calls. This is then paid out monthly to its shareholders, just like me. The BTCY ETF can be held in a TFSA, Roth IRA, and RRSP, while Bitcoin, the coin itself, cannot. It does also cost a management expense ratio or management fee of 1.1%. The annual distribution yield is currently at about 13%, which is very high. However, the yield does fluctuate. Generally, the more volatile and upward moving the Bitcoin share price is, the the higher the yield will be. During periods of low volatility, such as following a crash, the yield could drop. So, what are the risks? Well, covered call ETFs like BTCY and the other version, ETHY, which tracks Ether, have the same downsides as holding the actual asset. In this case, if Bitcoin tanks, the value of BTCY will as well. However, BTCY will only participate in some of the upside of Bitcoin. If the price of Bitcoin sharply shoots up, BTCY will underperform the actual coin. If the price of Bitcoin is higher than the strike price of the call sold, the buyer of the call will exercise the option to buy BTCY at the lower strike price. This means that the ETF will have to sell BTCY at the strike price, despite being able to get a better price in the market. This causes BTCY to miss out on gains, in turn limiting your returns on a great day. Overall, the risk-return relationship is not favorable for some investors. So if you are looking to maximize gains and have an appetite for risk, you may want to consider trading traditional crypto coins. So who is this ETF right for? I personally love covered call ETFs because even though there is a downside risk, such as the asset going to zero, well, for many of my covered call ETFs that I currently hold, they are not ETFs that seem to be going anywhere anytime soon. So why not enjoy the large, consistent monthly payout while the markets are currently in a heavy bear market? For investors with an appetite for risk and a desire to boost exposure to Bitcoin's long-term performance, this is an ideal pick. BTCY is better suited for income-oriented investors who are seeking a high yield and want to live off distributions versus trading coins. With the recent crypto bear market and some time to go before the next Bitcoin halving, BTCY could produce some pretty good returns. So Jacob Rant, what are you going to do with BTCY? Are you going to buy more or are you done dabbling with Bitcoin? Well, my awesome people, my newfound love of Bitcoin is here to stay. And a little bit is because the price just went down and tanked. I am not saying Bitcoin will be around for 30 years. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. But now that many central banks around the world are starting their own digital currency, there will be a need for Bitcoin and Ether. Ether has the Ethereum blockchain, which holds trillions of dollars worth of assets on their network. And that is why Ether will always be my favorite crypto. And also why I have been buying more into ETHY, as they are still paying 10+% in monthly dividends. So while the crypto coin holders are not doing so well in this market, me and every other shareholder holding ETHY or BTCY are still getting paid while riding out this bear market. Personally, I will not be holding ETHY or BTCY or any other crypto ETFs for more than, 10 years, as I believe that the governments will eventually put a tight grip on crypto regulations. I am holding these ETFs for about 5 years or so and selling for a good profit from the gains while still collecting monthly dividends. So that's a win-win. So I will be taking a major risk and will continue adding to both my ETHY and BTCY positions. I will surely enjoy the dividends, and once we get over this recession and bear market and begin a bull market, it will be a good time for me to start looking to sell and invest in other investment ventures like rental properties. And remember, my awesome people, just like all the information I mentioned in my videos, please do your own due diligence because I am just a clown on YouTube. So stay ranting.